Is it started? I think it started. Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable. I just bought it. I just bought it yesterday. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I got it. Okay. Just give me a minute, guys. I'll start. I'll start soon. All right. Yo, what's up? Wait, I don't know if my audio is working. Let me see this. Okay, no, it is. Wait, do I have TTS bot? I think I have TTS bot. Fuck, I don't have TTS bot. I gotta add TTS bot. I gotta add the TTS bot. Yeah, it's in here. Yo, give me a minute. I'm gonna make it.
Hello, here's Monroe, and I'm gonna be on TV.
What the hell is that? What is that soundboard?
Oh, yeah!
Yo,
This is
my old soundboards, bro. Actual brother, bro. Yo, gotta give it the rolls real quick. Gotta give it the rolls. Where are you going? And then bots. All right. Okay, so basically, what it's gonna do is whenever you say anything in the VC chat, it'll like read out an AI voice, like a text to speech voice. TTS bot, text to speech. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what Stanley Parable's about. All I know is that it's good, and it was like $30. But I got it half off because Steam's goated. Steam's goated. Indubitably. Well, okay. English. Confirm. No.
Needy, said Coolio.
Current time. Let me check. 5:16. 5:16 p.m. How do I make it p.m.? Oh, okay.
IDK.
Alright, bet. Alright. All I know is that there's like a bucket. That's it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, yeah?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Is he in the back rooms, bro? I think he's in the back rooms.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Uh-oh.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete
Wait,
isolation.
did I say 4, 5, 6?
Something
It's like
was
Squid
very
Game.
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Oh. How do I get in there?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Fuck off, stupid ass narrator.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Uh-oh.
open doors,
Needy
he
said
entered
lol,
door
the
on his left.
narrator.
Left because I'm left-handed, bruh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I think I've seen this movie before.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
What the
code by sheer luck.
What the
Amazing.
hell?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'm not going to that. Nah, we ain't going to that. Bro, there's no way that's the only way to go. Bro, I don't want to go in here, bruh. Bro, this is gonna kill me, bruh. This is some old ass elevator.
Needy said, why is it so dark?
Descending deeper
Yeah,
into the
I'm
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
What?
Mind Control Facility.
Oh shit. Do I escape or do I go into a mind control facility?
Although this passageway had
Mind
the word
control.
escape written on it,
Oh, sorry.
the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well, then I'm not
Of
going.
course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Nope, still on board with death.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there now. I want to see if the narrator's gonna get a little angry, bro.
eyes rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Dude, what the hell?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What the fuck? Dude, I literally have been playing this for like 5 minutes.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
What the hell?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
What is this?
Was it even possible?
Dude, why does his narrator
Had
sound like
he
a
truly
Thomas the
spent
Tank
his
Engine
entire
narrator?
life utterly blind to the
Oh
world?
my god, he actually does. Yo, he does. No way.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I just got an achievement for jumping, bro. What the? What? What?
Needy said, what the?
What the fuck? What happened?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yo, I've been playing.
Yes.
I've been playing for 9
He had
minutes.
defeated the machine.
What the fuck is this?
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
What the
No
fuck?
longer would anyone
What
tell
is
him where to go,
this?
what to do, or
What the hell?
whatever life he lives,
Dude, I've been
it
playing
will
for
be
10
his.
minutes.
And that was all
What
he
the
needed to
fuck
know.
is this?
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
What is this? Why can't I
Stanley
go to it?
stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the
The
cool
fuck
breeze
is
upon his skin,
this?
the feeling of liberation,
What is
the immense
this?
possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
What the fuck is this? Does it say beat the game? Nah, there's gotta be more endings. There's no way. There's gotta be more endings.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two
I got it
open
right
doors,
this time.
this was not the
That
correct
was
way
sucked.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Why am I clicking the cloud, bro?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Fuck that door.
Stanley
Ow.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
Wait a
your
minute.
enemy, really, I'm not.
Yo, it's gonna hit that.
I realize that investing your
Wait,
trust in someone
no,
else
no.
can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've
Oh,
been
going up
neglecting,
there.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is her,
This is
bro?
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
What are you talking?
She's been waiting.
What the
Needy said, "Oh, who ISB
That's
you."
What
so,
the-
Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
What the
To reach
fuck
out
is this
to her.
game?
If you can.
What the fuck is this? Why'd I spend money on this? This is ass.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All
Oh
right.
my god, what is this?
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Yeah.
Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named
What?
Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
What is this, bro?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk,
Bro, what
Stanley
is
dreamed
this?
of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic
I've
discoveries
literally been
of new
playing
lands. It was
for
wonderful.
15 minutes.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something
What
was almost
is
too
this?
wonderful to behold. As he wandered through
What?
this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy.
What the fuck is this game? Yo, what is this?
And so in his
Oh
head,
my
he
God.
reloaded it again, and then
What
again,
the
and
fuck am I
again,
playing?
over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
What?
How could
Okay.
there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing
Oh,
the
that's why I
same
don't
buttons
watch
he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he
Wait a
spends here, the
minute.
more invested he
God
gets.
damn it.
The more he forgets which
Oh my god,
life
it's gonna
is
become
the
my
real
desk
one.
again.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing
What is
himself.
this fucking game,
But he
dude?
won't listen to
This
me.
is so
He won't
ass.
stop. Here,
Ass
watch
and
this.
go away.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm gonna press it.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
What?
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that
What the
every
fuck?
second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I
So
don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
please
Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? Am I dead? The end is never, the end is never, the end is never. That's just ending? Dude, what the fuck ever? I'm going back to
All
that
of his
room.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm actually no, I'm gonna go left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know what he tells us to. I wasn't listening to him the first time. That's probably why I got a little angry.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
What?
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for
What?
no reason at
Yo!
all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered
1, 2,
this,
B,
he
4.
began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Wait a minute.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were
Yeah, they
simply
kinda are.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Yo, I am not screaming that.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer,
Bitch, pinch
an
yourself.
explanation.
Like what?
His co-workers weren't actually gone.
Cool
He
painting.
wasn't going to lose
Or
his job.
photograph.
He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too
What?
appeared.
What?
It was so
No.
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken
What?
up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Dude.
I'm dreaming about a voice.
Am I really just gonna
describing
like
me,
keep walking through
thinking
these
about
goddamn
how
rooms?
it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever
This
been
feels
in his
like a version of
Now,
Subliminal.
hearing the
This feels
voice
like
speak these
Subliminal.
words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Subliminal, but like
After all, he knew
way
for certain,
faster.
beyond a doubt, that this was
and
in fact
with more
a dream.
endings, I
Did
guess.
the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too.
Dude, I thought this game was gonna take me like 3
if he
hours
could
to
just...
beat.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
God damn it. Bro, I'm still in the
Stanley
fucking
began
building!
screaming. Please, someone wake me
I
up. My
finally
name is
reached the
Stanley.
exit!
I have a boss, I have an office.
I'm back
I
in
am
the
real.
fucking
Please,
building
just
again!
Tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who
God,
am I?
what is this?
And everything went black.
The fuck?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
The fuck is Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What?
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What is this game, dude? Like, what the fuck is this? Just the most random bullshit ever.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm hating this narrative voice. I'm starting to hate it. This narrative voice pissed me off.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Needy said, sorry, I got to go.
That's fine.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a
I'm not going
staircase,
down this time.
Stanley walked
I'm definitely not
upstairs
going
to
down
his
this time.
boss's office.
Wait a minute. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's lovely purse. So that's a lovely purse. What the fuck is this dude talking about? Dude, this game. What the fuck? That's not business strategy. Not yet. Actually, no, because if I go in there, doors are gonna close. Down. I'm gonna go up. Up. Let's go up. Alright, pretend that I'm in the elevator for like a really, really long time. I gotta take a shit. I ain't gonna lie. Probably because I've been munching and crunching all day. And I've had to take a shit all day, so. I'm back. Alright. I'm back. I'm back from my shit. I've had like stomach aches like all day. I know why, but I don't think I can say it on a YouTube live stream. And no, it does not have to do with anything wrong with. Well, yeah, actually, there is something wrong with me. There is something wrong with me. But I think I'm fine. I think it's just gonna be that. And yes, it was self-inflicted. Papers. So many papers. Oh my god. So many papers. Bitch, what? Bro, come on, bro. Do something! Hurry up, bro. Oh, hurry up. Wait, hold on. I'm hearing something. What is that? I'm hearing something. I've been hearing something. I just heard it again. It's from the game? Oh, I think it's from the game. God damn it. You know what? Not even worth it. Whatever. Actual mid-ass elevator.
Stepping into his manager's office,
8245.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, I meant to hit the...
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened
that mind control shit again. I'm not doing that. I'm going to the escape, bro. Fuck that other thing, bro. I'm going straight to the escape. Alright.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
When I was here the first time, these are some new people here. It was saying that I was gonna die if I go through.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh yeah?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. Just like IRL. Wait, who said that? What the? Oh, I'm so old being done. What? How am I still alive?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence.
No!
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking eyeballs.
This game actually sucks.
And so he resigned.
Every ending is bad. Every ending is bad. Give me the good ending.
His brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Man, fuck you, narrator. You're a bitch. I fucking hate you. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
Huh?
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Bitch, what?
In a single visceral instant,
Huh?
Stanley
What
was
the fuck happened?
eviscerated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? What? What is this?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as
Oh
alive
my
as ever.
god!
What exactly did the narrator think he was going
Wait, what
to
the fuck
accomplish?
is this? Is that a swimming pool?
When every path
What?
you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Did I get every ending or something? Like, what is this? Fuck, I'm gonna read all this. I'm gonna read all these. What is this? Oh, cool. These are paintings. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, these are good. They actually look real from an angle. I thought these were photographs. That's cool. Can I turn it back on? No, I can't. Fuck. Dude, what is this game? Those are the credits. I'm not reading those. Maintenance room. Cool. So I beat the game. I did not spend $13 on a game that I finished in 20 minutes while taking a shit in the middle of that. There's no way. What is that? It's the apartment timer. I don't think I got this far. Thank God there's more. Meeting room. Can I, like, go back to the beginning now? Exit! Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. What is that? I think I already got this one.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
What are you talking about?
How they both wish to be free.
What
Can
is
you
she?
see? Can you see how much they need one another?
What are you talking about?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What? Why am I back
Push
here?
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
I'm not quitting.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Finally, dude. God. Okay. Am I dead now? Can I go back to the beginning now? Can I go back to the beginning now? Oh, what the? Dude, this part's awesome. We got seasoning on it.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he
Fuck
entered
that
the
left
on his
door.
left.
Fuck that
This
left
was
door.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
Yeah, so last
yes,
time,
this
I didn't
room.
listen to any of his orders.
But
and I
eager to
kind
get
of, like,
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
saw some lights, so I'm gonna go here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yay! Down the next elevator! There's so many elevators.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
What?
from
Where?
here, it's,
No.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see.
God
We went
damn it.
down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Dude, what is... I've already been here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
I've already
Look,
seen
Stanley,
this. Don't
close your
worry about it.
eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game
No.
from the beginning.
No!
This time, suppose we don't
No!
want to
No, no,
socially
no, no,
track
no!
me. Okay, from the top.
No, fuck you. Oh my god. You bomb.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what?
Oh.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Fuck?
Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then.
Oh, where?
It's an adventure.
What am I supposed...
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Alright, let's go! Alright, yeah. I like this. I just want to wander around. Wait a minute. Alright, good. I thought I was getting PTSD from that room that just repeats. Indubitably. These are some very fresh manila walls.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by
Fuck, I
starting
think I'm
over
going
and over
backwards.
again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Oh my.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Does that room have no doors?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Huh?
Aha! I knew we'd
What the
miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Wait a minute.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Dude, it's a loop. Oh, no, it's not. What?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't
Oh my
quite recall,
God.
but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations!
Yes!
I know you put
Yeah!
in work, and it
Oh,
really
yeah.
paid off. So, good job.
Oh my god, I won.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Oh,
Some
for
people do
you,
fair
yes,
and
the
square,
fuck I
and
did.
this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this
All
time.
the shit I've
I
been
have
through.
to restart.
I'm a winner of life. I'm the winner of life.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure
Wait, what?
Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay, I'll follow it. Why not?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny!
Wouldn't
On
wherever
ya!
we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of
I
no
want the- I
destination
want the story.
still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very
Wow, yeah, it
manifestation
looks like
of
piss.
the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What is this? No! No! Turn this off. God damn it. I think I'm getting copyrighted for this. Actually, it's kind of tough. This is not included in space. These walls are acting weird.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
The fuck? Why?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Bitch, why?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, dude, fuck off.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this... Oh, no.
What the-
Not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after
Bro,
we
why is it
trusted
trademarked?
you,
Trademark!
everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Are you serious?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Hey,
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
There's nothing
Just
in this
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it
There's
could be
nothing
anything.
in here.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might
Oh.
be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. What the fuck is this line? Okay. Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From
Yeah,
here, the
decision.
story is
I
in
love
our
those.
control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
What?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
What?
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Dude.
The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know,
What?
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Oh, God.
So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What? What? What was that? Wait, what was that?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, am I still in that ending?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, where am I going? What the fuck? Oh, turn from right.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yep.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Yeah.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far
This
it's
looks
an
like a
elevator.
Gmod map. What the
Nothing
hell?
special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Watch, the floor's gonna open. Or something. Or nothing. Oh, nothing's gonna happen.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh,
I'm
here we
still
go.
in the confusion.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yep. Yep.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
The content, the new content.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Wait. Can I jump in here? Oh, 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 I can jump. Oh my god. Oh, I can jump. Oh my god. This is all I wanted. This is all I wanted. I'm jumping. Fuck. No. Oh, fuck.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yeah,
if this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The
Yeah,
Stanley Parable
that's what we all want to play.
Deluxe, now with over
Just hearing the annoying ass
1,000
narrator
hours
just
of new
counted
content.
30 trillion.
Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
Yeah.
Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I had a feeling that was gonna break. Oh,
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
what the?
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault,
Damn.
Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Can I actually start a new ending now?
Get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Can I actually start a new ending now?
No gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Yeah, come on, just restart
What do you say, friend?
Yeah. Fucking do it. I swear on my life. What the fuck is this?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Oh. What the fuck is this?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What?
I call it the Memory Zone.
Damn,
it's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how...
Wait, hold up. Did that... When did the Stanley Parable come out? There's no way it was 2013. Actually? Oh! Wasn't that cool?
Wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release. Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, a British dude made this? That's cool.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley
These rocks are
Parable.
potatoes.
Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay. Okay, I can't go down there. Why are there two people who just keep leaving and rejoining this stream? I mean, you do you, but like, I'm just confused. I have a feeling it's some people I know, and they're trying to comment or something, but I have them hidden from my account. I just have a little feeling. Or maybe I'm just paranoid.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Yeah?
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Wasn't that cool? Alright, where do I go now? I can't go. Oh.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go
Oh,
back,
okay, I can go down
to
here
have
now.
it all over
Ooh.
again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
What the fuck?
What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
No!
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
No.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
No, bruh. Some people in Steam are freaks. Freaks.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Nuh-uh. Yo, they did not put a real person in the... No. No, they didn't. No. Nah, there's no way. No. No, there's no way they put a real person in this game, bruh. I gotta actually check. Bug. Livia. Wait, I probably shouldn't just saw random people. Yeah, whatever. Games. I swear to God, if I see the Stanley Parable in here. Tough. Dream BBQ is tough. Okay, yeah, they didn't just put like real people in here.
Entertaining. Unfunny. I'm not trying to be funny.
Ah,
I'm trying to make
you
a
almost
serious
got them,
one
dick.
out. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
This game is not philosophical, bro.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea
Wait,
of
but
the
this
game
dude
is
liked
good,
it.
for
Oh,
someone who prefers
okay, I get it. You blur out the good ones. Yeah.
This gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
Damn.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the
this
game's
one-
dialogue as
so
being
I got
rather
those other
terse
endings back there,
to begin with.
But this one
You
ending
can't know how much fluff
has
I
taken
cut
me
from the game to get it
around
to
an
feel
hour.
as light an area
Well,
as
not an hour,
well,
but it's took me
I
around
always thought it did.
20 minutes.
Maybe it wasn't. Oh dear.
Dude,
What an awful memory
That's
to have
cool.
to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel
cool.
like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as
I know,
sterling as I
seriously.
always remember. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I
What
do
is that?
anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Cool.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a... Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley.
He's
Now,
gonna
I
get
should
mad. He's
say
gonna
that
get
the
mad.
amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
What?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh my goodness, I have someone to talk to again.
Holy
Stanley,
shit.
I think it's been a week.
What?
Or 2 weeks? I've been sitting here all that time, just... Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track.
Where? Oh, okay. What is that? Did a fire alarm run out about it? Oh my god, it did.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and... The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the
What the
end,
fuck?
is never the end, is never the end,
What the
is...
fuck? Nah, that's a lot of water. Oh my. Oh my god. What the fuck? Wait, the fern. Oh my god, the fern. The fern. Something about the fern. Oh my god. What the fuck happened? Oh my god, this is creepy, bruh. Come on, come on, come on. Yep. Click that. Oh my. Can you press the button again? No, I don't think I can. What? What? Oh my. What the fuck? What? What the f- Where the fuck am I? Is that it? Is that just it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh my god, I
Stanley
actually
decided to
feel
go
bad.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Did I just... Okay, we're going on the same thing again. Cool. Nope. Okay, no ride, just elevator. Cool.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Which what? What? 2, okay.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
My God, I'm just asking to finish this fucking ending.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
No. It's marketing is actually
now, to be
kind
clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
A bucket? I think there's like a bucket in this game. I don't remember what it's for.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful? Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see! What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I wish I could do what he asked. I wish I could, like, just pretend I'm someone else. I'd love to be someone else, even for like a day, a month, a year.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
What? What the fuck is that? Merch? Nobody's buying Stanley Parable. Bitch, open the door. Oh, I can just do that.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Fuck! I wanted to jump.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
I love the jump circle. Oh, I love jumping. Exit. 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 Ooh, exit. Oh my god. The exit. Yes. The exit. Yes. I'm actually out of here, bruh. Yes, the exit.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is very awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to both the exhibits for the bucket and the collectibles. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves both of them. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the collectibles and the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Collectibles? What is this? What is that?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable
forward?
life.
I can barely. No. Oh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
An achievement? Okay, I'll take an achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yeah, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers,
yeah, I want the achievement. Give me it.
And I promise it will happen. What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I'm going Happy 12th Birthday. That one's funny.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get
Fuck
Well
you.
Someday it is.
God damn it. Oh, you motherfucker. I hate
Or
you.
actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Finally leave after I go on this shit.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes.
Whoa!
The bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
What?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Can I leave? Thanks. I solved the bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I could see it. Okay, so I can finally leave now.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Can I have that skip button back?
Something up.
Give me that skip button.
Perfect.
Where is it?
Go ahead. Take a look.
Can I have that skip button? Like, dude. This is gonna be so ass.
This is the... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket.
The bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
2845. 2845.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
No.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
He doesn't like the mind control room, so we're going in there. He doesn't like it. At least in whatever the fuck I'm doing right now.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Oh.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back
You know
on
what?
track.
Whatever, I'll turn back around. Me and the bucket. Me and the bucket. I'm looking at my phone, and the way the PNG's plays, it looks like I'm like next to it, kinda, a little bit. It's less than next to it, I guess.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Who are the two people who keep joining and leaving the stream, bruh? It's like the same two people, I'm pretty sure.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
No!
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it
number
very
two's
nearly
back.
burst into tears.
Number
as
two's
Stanley
back. Number
cradled
one
it
stayed. Number
gently,
two's here.
reassuring it
Who's
that
looking, bro?
everything
Who's
would
watching
be
the
fine.
stream, bro? Who's watching?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Why does he keep talking about
These
the fucking
questions raced
bucket?
furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
This bucket is useless.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never!
Is it just gonna be
He
the original
squeezed the
thing,
bucket
but
tighter.
I'm holding
His
the bucket
one
now?
friend in the entire world. At this point,
Am I just
he
holding
could
a bucket
trust
now?
no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again...
Okay. Is it just...
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived
That sounds
together,
kind of gas,
with
actually.
one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
What?
Would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room.
Just drop the
But
bucket.
at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Yep. Game of the year, guys. Oh, so this is
How wonderful.
vicious
Stanley
movie.
was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along.
This is
I
permanent.
got what I wanted. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. No, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm going downstairs again. So I can find this.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Oh,
Stanley
I like that.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Now, what am I doing this time? I already did. Yeah, I'm never going the left door again.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yo, bring the line back. I want the line. This time I'm gonna turn it on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, I do.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Dude, what the fuck is this game even about?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Holy crap, no more.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What if I turn them back on? See, there's an off and on button, but what if I press the on button?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh,
In
yeah?
the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Okay.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events
I gotta press
has
them in
been
order, I
rather
think.
amusing.
I might be fucked.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Why would you do that?
Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
What's up?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Damn,
That's 30
I'm
seconds you
good.
have left to struggle.
No,
30
I'm
seconds
dead.
of
I'm
a
not
big
even
battle
doing.
for nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Yeah.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh. Okay. Did I die? I think I died. I think I ODD died. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply met. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
Maybe
it.
I want to be done with
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But if I finish this game,
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
So my real options right now are stop playing this game and go back to my life, which sucks. It's boring. And I'm a bad person. Or I could keep playing and be bored.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Oh.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay. Isn't that cool?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So there's a meeting in the meeting room, so I should go to the meeting room. But the meeting room is going to be having a meeting.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No!
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I gotta
I'm not
jump
your enemy, really,
and
I'm
on
not.
this platform.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove
Stanley Fig.
Let me prove that I'm on yours. Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
This narrator's so fucking...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Can I see what's up the... Red means blood.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
Whoa.
There's nothing here.
This is
I
cool.
haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yeah.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
I like this game.
How did I know the game
But I'm
needed a
kind of getting a little
third door?
so I'm gonna get off
Well,
after I'm done.
it's instinct
with
mostly,
this
a
ending.
calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
What?
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
No, I'm not playing
Be
this
sure
for
to
4
keep
hours.
notes on your experience. You heartless bastard.
Yeah,
Did
I'm
you
not-
do it
I'm
because
not
you
doing
hate
that.
babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
Okay.
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What am I about to play?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
This is the reason why
What
it
is
was
our
7
motivation?
gigabytes. This game was like
But it
7
seems
or 11
obvious to me
gigabytes. I
that
don't
you are
remember
meant
this
to
number.
play as a creepy man,
A lot of
spying
gigabytes.
on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Chuck Alaska. Ew.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the
Wyoming.
experience of
Where the
total
fuck do I
mental
live? Wyoming or
depravity.
Alaska?
So
Which
far,
one?
I love
They both
everything
suck.
about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Minecraft didn't sound that way. Is there a way to go down?
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Wait, what?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Okay. Dude.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box
this
for you
Rocket
to run
League?
around in. There isn't any
God
possibility
damn,
that
it's
you could
Rocket
get
League.
lost
What the
here.
fuck?
Now, this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Dude, this is just Rocket League.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
Yeah, I'm
But
out.
Fun.
I'm
we should
fucking
run
out.
the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think sure.
I'm actually out of here. What the
Okay,
fuck?
Stanley,
Oh my.
here's the ball. Have fun.
Hit the ball? Okay. Well, I'm moving a little fast. Yeah! Yeah! Got a hit.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Kinda.
Stanley, I have a thought.
Not really.
And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
Oh, get in there.
More balls.
What the fuck is... It'd be cool if I was a little taller, I'd say.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say
Fuck
goes.
you.
You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure.
Oh
I'm
my
your sense
God.
of purpose. And
I'm
since you
actually
decided
so
you didn't
fucking
want to
tired
play
today,
my
bro.
game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Well, where do I go then? I think I'm just gonna run into one of these gold things and die or something.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Yo, that was right? Okay.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh. Oh. That's... Oh. Okay, I still can't open doors. Fuck. Bored. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait. Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I'm gonna go on the red door.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Thank you.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Is it making something? I feel like I'm gonna throw up. It's making it. Wow. Can't stay here forever. Nothing can like last forever anyway.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Maximum.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I just want to be happy.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God you lived. You have me. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yo, I'm finally done, bro. Oh my god. Did I just... I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm happy with the game, but it's not that I'm not happy about. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm lost. I'm lost. Lost. I think I might